Good morning, all of you. My name is Chand Praveen Nando. I am from Jalna. I recently passed out Bachelor of Pharmacy in Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University. So today's subject is technical, and today's topic name is respiratory system in HAP subjects. So we are start. Respiratory system is the complex of network, organ, and tissue which are responsible from the process of gas exchange, which they involve taking oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide from the body. The system plays a vital role in the maintaining homeostasis and supporting cellular respiration and ensuring that the body tissue receive oxygen and need of function properly. Then major components of the respiratory system. First of all, the respiratory system is consist of the upper and lower respiratory system tract. It also includes the lungs, and which are the main organ of for gas exchange. The upper respiratory tract. The upper respiratory tract includes the structure and responsible for the air intake and filtration and warming of the humidation. The structure of include nose, sinus, then pharynx, larynx, then etc. So first of all, we see the upper respiratory system, nose, nasal cavity. The nose is the primary entry point of the air. The nasal cavity has living with the mucus and cilia that trap debris and pathogens. The nasal passage warm and humidity and air, making it easier for lungs to process. Then number two is sinus. Sinus is a air filtrated cavity connected to the nasal gases, nasal passages. They help regulate the temperature and incoming air and reduce the weight of the skulls. Then pharynx. Pharynx means throat. The muscular tube of the connect the nasal cavity and mouth to be the larynx. They serve as a passageway both ear and but direct ear the toward of the lower respiratory tract. Then larynx. Larynx is also known as voice box. Voice box. So larynx. Larynx is located in the top of the trachea and contain the vocal cord and allows to the sound production. It acts as the protective barrier, prevent food liquid from the entering lower respiratory tract during the swallowing. The lower respiratory tract. The lower respiratory tract is consist of the structure allows transport of the air and from the lungs, as well as the site of gas exchange. The trachea. It consists of the trachea, bronchi, then alveoli, then lungs, and then pleura. So first of all, we see the trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe, a tubular structure that connect the larynx and to the bronchi. It lined by the cilia, mucus, which trap a particle and sweep them upward and toward the throat. Then bronchi. The trachea is divided into two bronchi, left and right, each entering one lungs. The bronchi is branch of smaller airways is called as bronchioles, which process will become smaller in diameter. These pathways distribute air throughout to the lungs. Then alveoli. Alveoli is a balloon-like structure. Ends of the bronchi. They are also site of gas exchange between the air and blood. The walls of the alveoli is very thin and allowing oxygen differ into the blood and carbon dioxide to diffuse out lungs. Lungs is a two lungs spongy organ located in the chest cavity, left and right lungs. The right lung has three lobes, while left lung has two lobes to make room for the heart. And then the lungs is house of the alveoli and bronchi and the other structure of the essential for the gas exchange. Then next one is pleura. Pleura, the double layered membrane surrounding each lungs, the vesical pleura and the lungs itself, and the facial pleura, lines of the chest wall. The space between these layers filled into the pleural fluid. They reduce the function of during breathing. Then diaphragm and accessory muscles. The diaphragm is the muscles which critical role in the ventilations. The movement of air and out of the lungs. Diaphragm is the shape of the muscular located below the lungs above the abdominal cavity. They need contract during the inhalation, creating and negative pressures chest cavity, which is draw into the lungs, and it relaxes exhalation, allowing the exit of the lung. Then intercostal muscle. The intercostal muscle located between the ribs. These muscles are contracted with inhalation, expand of the rib cage, and the assist of the drawing into the lungs. Then accessory muscles. The accessory muscle include the sternum of the scalene muscles. Then gas exchange process. The primary function of the respiratory is gas exchange with the occur of the alveoli in the lungs. Oxygen transport. Oxygen is the air diffused across in the thin alveoli walls into the capillaries and surrounding the alveoli. The blind hemoglobin red RBCs and transport the tissues outside of the body. The carbon dioxide removal. CO2 waste product is cellular metabolism diffused from the blood into the alveoli, and the carbon dioxide is expelled from the body during exhalation. Then regulation and breathing. The respiratory system is regulated by the complex system involving in the nervous system and chemical signal. Neural regulations. Neural regulation medulla oblongata is the forms of the located is brainstem control the rhythm and breathing. They send signals to the diaphragm and intercostal muscle to initiate the breathing. Then chemical regulation. Carbon dioxide is a key of chemical influence breathing rate, high level CO2 in the blood, then signal respiratory system of increasing breathing. Low oxygen level is trigger increase the breathing throughout the chemoreceptor, aorta, and carotid arteries, etc. Thank you watching for my video.